President-elect Dr. Vasant Khalatkar sir, immediate past President Dr. Upendra ji, all the vice presidents from all the zones, then Dr. Yogesh Parikh sir, our HSG, Dr. Atanuda, our national treasurer, all the members of the scientific committee, and very happy to also see the presence of the chief guest for today, Dr. Duminda Samarasinghe sir, as well as we are very proud to have our own the chief guest and guest of honor, Dr. 𝐔𝐬𝐿𝐴 Shastri sir, immediate past president, all the members of the office bearers, the executive board of 2024, past executive board, past national presidents, all the respected dignitaries, the members of the scientific committee, the media committee, and the expert committee. Good afternoon and welcome to all of you for a very, very important discussion today. We move on to another conquer newer heights with this wonderful program conceptualized by our president, Dr. G.V. Basavaraj sir, which was the Indian Academy of Pediatrics ki baat community ke saath, which was the innovative radical change in which the IAP is now going to the community directly. Wherever we go today, all of us are met with wonderful comments and with great suggestions about how this program has already in a very short span of 6 to 7 months impacted all the pediatricians as well as their patients. And patients come up to doctors now and say that, doctor, we have already been following IAP on the social media. Today, the topic we have taken is something which India has been struggling with or fighting with right since independence time. And basically, we are talking about the mosquito-borne diseases like dengue fever and chikungunya, which in spite of a great advance in science, it continues to plague us, to trouble us. And that is why this topic has been chosen by the scientific committee. And I request our respected IAP National President, Dr. Basavaraj sir, to address the nation on the situation regarding dengue fever and chikungunya. Ladies and gentlemen, we present Dr. Basavaraj.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Samir ji. So, wonderful team of our IAP ke baat, community ke saath, which has been made a big change in the year 2024. So, I take this opportunity to welcome our chief guest, none other than Dr. Duminda Samarasinghe, is the president of our Sri Lankan Academy of College of Pediatrics, where they have conducted a wonderful South Asia Conference SAPA, just recently concluded. It was a most successful program at Colombo. Thank you so much, Samarasinghe, for accepting our invitation. And equally, our guest of honor and immediate past president, who has been our convener of advisory committee on immunization. This is one of the most respected committee of Indian Academy of Pediatrics, Dr. 𝐔𝐬𝐿𝐴 Shastri sir, who's heading, where dengue vaccine is likely to come up in a due course of time. So welcome, Dr. 𝐔𝐬𝐴 Shastri sir. And of course, our president-elect, Dr. Vasant Khalatkar, and immediate past president, Dr. Upendra ji, and Honorable Secretary General, who has been busy in the IAP office, doing a lot of other academic work. Dr. Yogesh Parikh is there in Mumbai. At any point of time, he can join. And of course, now Dr. Athanubhadra, who has been coordinated with all the work and the first national treasurer, and our vice presidents who have been doing a great job at the national level. So unprecedentedly, they're led by Dr. Satish Sharma ji, Dr. Professor Singaruvelu, Dr. Ajay Srivatsav, Dr. Ajay Atul Kulkarni, Santanudev, all the vice president who has been doing a great work at the national level, equally supported by our Joint Secretary Admin Paramanand Anandkar, Joint Secretary Liaison Dr. Ruchira. This is an IAP ke baat community ke saath. This is the initiative in that in this year where Indian Academy of Pediatrics is the right time to reach to the community with a burning problem which is related to the children. That's how this program, which has been made a big impact at the community level, is related to the burning problems of the things. Where we started with an Anemia Mukt Bharat, that is one of the most important program where the India is facing at the moment. And uske baad mein we have obesity is another thing, autism is another thing, breastfeeding, like that. The many of the programs has been launched. All these programs, our 374 branches of Indian Academy of Pediatrics and nearly 50,000 members of Indian Academy of Pediatrics, and the 24 subspecialty which is making a use of this program and creating a lot of awareness, and also not only awareness, they're taking an action to tackle these burning problems. So I'm sure dengue is another issue which has been in a causing a lot of community problem across the India, where South India, the things started in the month of June, July. Now in the northern part, where it is picking up, this is a high time for all of us to create a community. Just to give you one small example, our BBMP, that is Bruhat Bengaluru Mahanagar Palike, where this is the year they launched in a program to create an awareness among the community. We used to see a lot of cases of in a serious dengue, but that number of cases has started coming down. The admission to the pediatric intensive care unit started coming down. So that is the powerfulness of in how we educate, how we educate our parents to recognize early and seek the health care access. That is how it can bringing down the mortality in a big way. I'm sure this program will also make a big impact in the community. I'm sure all our executive board member, ATM executive board member, along with the 374 branches, with our ID chairperson Rangnath Darur, who has been a very instrumental in coordinating with Central IAP. Welcome you, Professor Rangnath Darur, who has been done a great job this year in association with Indian Academy of Pediatrics, propagating the whole academic work to the community. With this view, I welcome you all to make it a more meaningful community work to be taken by the Indian Academy of Pediatrics. Back to Samirji.
It's always brief, crisp, to the point, dynamic with a vision. That's Dr. Basavaraja, our IAP president. One of the key features of this program envisaged by Dr. Basavaraj as well as Dr. Vasant Khalatkar was to reach out to the press, to the media, because it is the media that is the medium between the technical experts, that is the doctors on one side, and the community for whom we are working on the other hand. And hence, one of the defining features of the IAP Ki Baat Community Ke Saath program has been reaching out to the media via multiple ways, but especially a press release or a media release, which is done at the very top of this launch event. I request our office and host, Shruti, to please confirm with me that she is able to release the show the press release. And I will request our president, sir, Dr. Basavaraja, and our president-elect, sir, Dr. Vasant Khalatkar, sir, to declare the release of the press note. You are all requested to please, we will be sharing it with you. It already has been shared. Please share it with your contacts in the media locally. Over to Dr. Basavaraj and Dr. Khalatkar. You are muted, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Sunitji. I hereby declare that our press release has been released, and I request all the executive board member, office bearer, you utilize this, and our spokesperson of IAP Ke Baat Community Ke Saath, utilize this, and please create an awareness in all your states and districts and at the national level. That will make a big impact on it. Once again, I am very thankful to Rangnath Darur, our ID chairperson, who has been very instrumental in doing a great work.
Dr. Vasant, sir, comments from you, and then.
I declare that this press has been press note has been released, and it's open for all the candidates to disseminate in our all media, including digital media, print media, and your social group.
Thank you very much. And then we proceed with the next part of this program, and to give further support, we now bring in our respected president-elect, sir, Dr. Vasant Khalatkar. He will apprise us of the work being done so far and his comments and remarks and guidance about this rising menace that is facing India, dengue fever and chikungunya. Ladies and gentlemen, we present Dr. Vasant Khalatkar.
Good afternoon all. Greetings from Indian Academy of Pediatrics. Respected our president, Dr. Basavaraja, and today's chief guest, Dr. Duminder Samar Singh, whose hospitality just we enjoyed 1 month before, and not only hospitality, that academic also. What's enthusiasm? What is the teamwork we have seen? We always thought that India is the only who can do the hospitality, but really, Dr. Samar Singh, you are beyond that. And we hope much and more will be there in Sri Lanka so that we can come again and again to enjoy your academic and hospitality. And Dr. Digant Shastri, you can say my mentor in ID chapter, always instrumental and really it very good in ID chapter, always accommodative. So, Dr. Digant, welcome you. And all the delegates, all my office bearer, I welcome you on behalf of Greeting Central IAP as a President-elect 2024. So, why I'm saying that this will not be in today, will not be, it will go on throughout year for me and also next year, because as such dengue is going on since long year and we are doing lot of things. The credit goes to definitely Sri Lanka people also. They are doing lot of work in all the treatment protocols and everything. Thank you very much, Dr. Samar Singh, for that all the efforts. See, now there are various serotypes in a dengue, like ADS genotype, but then 2, then 3. But commonest feature are DEN 2, DEN 3. You all know, you got that press notes and we have written. But we were saying that the Aedes aegypti was the commonest, but now Aedes albopictus is also this common. So we have to take care. And important is that what message we want to give to our community, not only how to treat. What is the you use if you say tell people that how to treat, that is not important. So today our message is what are the warning signs when our community should be aware, parents should be aware when to recognize the dengue and what are the signs which can lead to serious complications. That is very important. And how to prevent. Prevention is better than cure. In case of dengue, these all zoonotic diseases and everything, important is the prevention. So we are going to teach our parents or patient that how to prevent dengue. And what with my vision, I think it should go to school and every school should get this lesson, and we have to disseminate knowledge mainly to our stakeholders like a teacher. Our volunteers, our pediatricians are there, but it is very important that everything, if children learn, then they will be the next soldier. You know about hand washing. We have promoted hand washing through schools and ORS. But that is so. My important request is that you have to go to school. You have to take the lessons and uh, promote this how to prevent dengue and what are the signs and symptoms. I know this time everyone is busy because dengue havoc is going on. At least Maharashtra, MP, Chhattisgarh. I know Bangalore also. And that though it's not giving havoc that seriousness, but we have got at least 4 to 5 patients at present. Some are on ventilator, some are needed intensive care. So this is the appropriate time Dr. Basavaraja, Dr. Yogesh, Dr. Atanu had chosen for this release of this about dengue. And you may be knowing that our dengue model is coming, which is going to release within 1 or 2 months. That will be 3-hour module, will be supported by Takeda. So Dr. Basavaraja and all the people are working on that. I hope by within 2 months it should come. It will be 3-hour model. That will be again one of the beneficial vaccine. I know at present vaccine is not there. Vaccine is going to come. So my request again, you all, that you please disseminate. This is especially again request if your Sri Lanka people find it useful, please disseminate to Sri Lanka also and Nepal also. Again, I'm requesting you whatsoever material and press release about dengue you are getting, disseminate it through press media, your social media, your patient as it is. Don't change it. You can put your photograph there and you can disseminate it. Thank you once again. I request Dr. Samir to continue the program. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your guidance, sir. And now we are requesting our immediate past president, Dr. 𝐷𝐸𝐭𝐚𝐧𝐝𝐞𝐬𝐭𝐚 was trying his number. Has sir joined? I'm not able to see him.
No, sir, he has not joined.
Okay, all right. Dr. Yogesh Parikh, sir, are you there?
He was there just.
Yeah, Yogesh bhai? Yeah, but he's in the office, so he must be busy. But meanwhile, Dr. Atanu Badra, our National IAP National Treasurer, has joined us, and he has been actually leading this project for a long time, reaching across to the community all across, going down to the grassroots, and no better than Dr. Atanu Badra to tell us about how we as IAPNs can take this message across to the community. Dr. Atanu Badra and
Dr. Yogesh is also here.
Yeah. So Yogesh bhai, just give us a minute. We'll come back to you.
Okay, thank you, Samir. And this when we are taking thought about dengue, and we thought that these 3-4 months are vital when most of us will be facing dengue, and even the whole society and the states as a whole will be facing dengue and chikungunya, of course. And the challenge here is that it's not only the scientific thing that we have to convey to the community, but some sort of prevention, and when to come, what are the red flag signs, when to think that you have to rush to the hospital. So I think these are the points which our scientific team looked into it, and they had come up with a very good job. And with the presence of Dr. Duminder Samarsinghe, we will get an idea about Sri Lanka, and of course our very own Professor Digant Sastry, who is a very avid infectious disease speaker and also an expert on vaccines. So we'll be attacking dengue fever and chikungunya not only with the knowledge of managing, but with the knowledge how to prevent it, and probably with an expectation that the vaccines will come in. So all our esteemed members, I think, will do a very great job of reaching to the community with this scientific material. Over to Dr. Samir.
As always, short and sweet and crisp and to the point, Dr. Atharu, thank you so much. And we now are very glad to distinguish presence of our Honorary Secretary General, Dr. Yogesh Parikh sir, who will be joining us from the IAP office in Mumbai. And he has been going crisscrossing the country, working up at all the programs, at all the grassroots level, as well as at the national level. And we look forward to your guidance, Professor Yogesh ji, about dengue and chikungunya.
One second, Samir, with Professor Yogesh sir, we have crossed the century.
Yes. Yeah, Yogesh bhai, can you hear us?
Dr. Unmute, please.
Yogesh bhai?
Kindly unmute him.
There is an audio issue, doctor. We have unmuted him, but there is an audio issue.
Yes. We can't hear.
The audio is not connected.
So you can please log in again, Yogesh sir.
Samirji, you can go ahead, and the moment he joins later, you can do it.
Yeah,
Go with your.
हाँ योगेश भाई, can you hear my? आपका आवाज नहीं आ रहा है भाई. हाँ योगेश भाई, can you log out and join again? एक बार log out करके. Yeah.
Samir, you can go ahead.
Yes.
We'll see.
So if there's some connectivity issue, and with the permission of the president, sir, we will wait for Dr. Yogesh to join us. Meanwhile, the success of any program actually is not in launching it with big fanfare. It's always, and then you end with a whimper. That should not be the point. It should be continued and should go from one level to the other. And that's exactly what this program has been designed to do. And as a mark of what we do after the launch, which is more important, and to give you an entire detail of what is the past work done so far from the last program that was launched, we now invite our dear friend and the coordinating member of our team, Dr. Amresh Patil ji, to come and give us a report of the past work done. A very dynamic young member of IAP. Dr. Amresh bhai, please come over. Shruti ji, can you show the video of the last month's topic? Yes. Amresh ji. As you can see, events have been held across the country. Look at the huge representation in the media that the IAP is getting. Thanks to all of you. Well, thank you everybody, and a big thanks on behalf of the Central IAP to each and every one of you who have taken this program all across the country and made such a big success. And we are happy now. Yogesh bhai, can you just say hello for a minute?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, we can hear you. So
Yeah.
we are very happy to have the distinguished presence of our HSG sir, Professor Dr. Yogesh Parikh bhai. Sir, over to you, and we'd like to have your guidance. Dr. Yogesh sir.
Yeah. So thank you everyone, and thank you Sabir bhai for this wonderful opportunity. So here I welcome our chief guest, Dr. Duminda Samar Singh sir, President, Sri Lanka College of Pediatrics, and the guest of honor, Dr. 𝐔𝐬𝐴 Shastri sir, our own National President 2029, and with our beloved President, Dr. Jeev Basaraj, Dr. Vasant Kaladkar, and all the Dr. Atanu Badra, and all our OB members and the EB members. So thank you everyone for joining this our most important program of IAP की बात community के साथ, and this is the very important session today. We have this rising threats on the dengue fever and the chikungunya. Both the diseases are spreading by the mosquito, especially Aedes, and numbers of the cases after the monsoon season are rising, and it affects many families in our area and our country. So both the preventable disease, and we can protect by ourselves by preventing the mosquito breeding and the use mosquito nets and the community awareness. So this is the IAP की बात community के साथ program is creating the awareness, and this is a very important tool to create by the social media, as our President elect Dr. Vasant Kaladkar mentioned regarding the social media reach, and IAP की बात community के साथ with all our more than 45,000 members, we can reach to the community, and we can make this together. We can have a reach to community, and we can prevent this disease by the maintaining the mainly hygiene, cleanliness, and using the mosquito protection, and raising the awareness. So let us work together to keep our families and our children and neighborhoods safe from the dengue and the chikungunya. Our ID experts, Dr. 𝐔𝐬𝐴 Shastri sir and the Rangnath Darulu sir and the teams are working for all these infectious disease, and especially for this dengue and chikungunya. So thank you very much. Over to you, Sabir bhai.
Thank you, dear Yogesh bhai. It's always a pleasure to have you and see the work that's being done everywhere. I now go on to we will be having Dr. Sanjay Ghorpade joining us in a few minutes as part of the itinerary going ahead. But now we come to the wonderful part of where we all spoke about the experience we had in Sri Lanka with SAPA. And besides the wonderful hospitality, camaraderie, and the wonderful hospitality of Sri Lanka, right from the top position of the Pediatric Association to the person on the street, we really had a wonderful time. Dr. Duminda, thanks to all your countrymen. And now we'd like to have you over, but we'd like to request our dear senior brother, Dr. 𝐔𝐬𝐴 sir, who heads this committee, to please introduce the chief guest for today, Dr. Duminda Samaringe sir. So over to Dr. 𝐔𝐬𝐴 sir.
Good afternoon, one and all, esteemed guests of the Indian Academy of Pediatrics, the office bearers, which includes the President, Dr. Basuraj, Kalakar, the incoming President, past Presidents who are there in this meeting, my colleagues, friends, Vice Presidents of the 5 zones. It is my distinct honor and pleasure to welcome you all to this important launch of a very prestigious subject or a project, that is the IAP की बात community के साथ. We are into probably the 13th edition of this, and each one of these programs are reaching to more and more people, as we could see in the video that was shared by Dr. Samir. It is my proud privilege that I introduce a very, very distinguished guest speaker, of whom quite a few of you have already heard about his academic achievements and hospitality that he has provided to his guests from India. And the very thought that Dr. Basuraj, Dr. Kalakar, Dr. Samir spoke so highly of Dr. Samarisinghe speaks volumes about this young gentleman from Sri Lanka, who is now holding the coveted post of the President of the Sri Lanka College of Pediatricians. Dr. Duminda Samarisinghe is an MBBS, DCH, MD, and an FACC. He is the first board-certified pediatric cardiologist in Sri Lanka. He serves at the Lady Ridgeway Hospital for Children presently, and he's completed his medicine from the Colombo Medical Faculty and finished his cardiology in 2008. He is the flag bearer of cardiology, of pediatric cardiology in Sri Lanka and this part of Asia. He aims to provide timely, appropriate, and cost-effective care for children with heart ailments. Well, he has established a heart oil, valve, and tissue bank, led the Little Hearts project, and developed a database for electronic medical records. As far as the post that he has held, he has served as a president of the Sri Lanka Heart Association in 2019. He is the chairman of the Child Heart Project since 2012, and I'm sure he's currently heading that project too. And of course, with all these feathers in his cap, he is a very sought-after speaker in national and international conferences, as we heard now when Dr. Basuraj and others speaking about the SAPA conference that was recently held in Sri Lanka. He has introduced many innovative and novel concepts in both clinical and non-clinical settings. And without much further ado, I would request all of you in joining me in welcoming Dr. Duminda Samarisinghe for this important launch or the subject of dengue. And we are privileged to have him share his insights with us today. Let us give him a warm round of applause. Thank you very much. Welcome you, sir. Dr. Samira Singhe from the IAP की बात community के साथ. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. 𝐔𝐬𝐴.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for that kind words of introduction. And I should thank Indian Academy of Pediatrics for giving me this opportunity to be the chief guest at this occasion. And I should also thank Indian Academy of Pediatrics for supporting us when we had the economic crisis. I think one of the countries as well as institutions which came forward to support us during our economic crisis was Indian Academy of Pediatrics. I can still remember that we had a meeting with Indian Academy of Pediatrics, an online meeting, and you all have supported us in many ways during our economic crisis. I should thank you all for supporting us when we were in trouble. I should also thank this because this dengue and chikungunya. Chikungunya is not that common in Sri Lanka, but dengue is very common in Sri Lanka. And we have achieved as a country, we have achieved good control of dengue fever, but still I think we can use a lot of information from India. And I heard that you all are coming out with a new vaccine. I think we can use it. So we can work together because we have common interests and diseases are common and our patient pattern is common. And I think we should work closely when it comes to disease control and sharing information. And I would like to invite you all, appreciated the SAPA conference we had last year. And I should invite you to the next conference next year from June 8th to 10th in Sri Lanka. It will be from 8th to 10th of June in Sri Lanka. So all of you are welcome to join us during this academic session, which will happen in 2025. Thank you very much again for inviting me to grace this occasion. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Samarasinghe sir. Your kind word of inspiration, definitely it will make a big way in Indian Academy of Pediatrics to do more work, sir. Thank you very much.
And we are happy to join you in the conference, very neat and clean, hygienic country, Sri Lanka. Wherever you go, anywhere you don't find any dirt in any rural area also.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, and I'm very happy, sir. You spoke about the wonderful relationship between India and Sri Lanka, and we need to fortify it because the problems of children between our two countries, as much of the SAPA region, is perhaps the same, and this cooperation will definitely help. Shruti madam, do you have the video? Then we can request Dr. Duminda sir to release the video.
It's ready.
Yeah, Dr. Duminda sir, can we request you to release the video on the occasion?
Hey everyone, did you know that one of the most dangerous creatures on the planet is a tiny mosquito? Specifically the Aedes mosquito, which carries the dengue virus, the virus from the Flaviridae family with 4 types Den 1, Den 2, Den 3 and Den 4. Dengue fever is transmitted through the bite of an infected Aedes mosquito. Symptoms appear a few days after infection and include severe headache, pain behind the eyes, joint and muscle pain, rash, mild bleeding, and high fever. Most cases are mild and resolve within a week, but severe cases require urgent medical attention. To prevent dengue, avoid mosquito bites by wearing long-sleeved clothing, using insect repellent, and sleeping under mosquito nets. It's crucial to eliminate standing water around your home to stop mosquitoes from breeding. Remember, a person can be infected with dengue up to 4 times in their lifetime. Stay safe and spread awareness.
Dr. Duminda, your comments, we missed you at the beginning of the video.
Yeah, I think it's a very timely video and very nice message. And I should congratulate Indian Academy of Pediatrics for creating that video. I think we should use it in our context as well. I hope you will not object in using this video in our community. Thank you.
Surely, sir, it is our pleasure, sir. We will definitely share with you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And may this relationship and camaraderie go on and benefit children in our entire region. Now we have the pleasant duty and we have a great honor today to have the presence of our dear past President, Dr. 𝐔𝐧𝐝𝐞𝐫𝐬𝐭𝐚𝐧𝐝 Sir. And I request the Scientific Committee Chairperson, Dr. Geeta Patil, somebody who has literally burned the midnight oil day in and day out since this program was even conceptualized. I request her to come over and to please introduce Dr. 𝐔𝐧𝐝𝐞𝐫𝐬𝐭𝐚𝐧𝐝 Sir. Dr. Geeta Patil, Madam, over to you.
Thank you, sir. I think before starting anything, Samarsinghe sir has rightly told that we have got the same pattern of diseases in our both the countries, and our all the material is available on our Twitter, Facebook, or all social media handles are there, and anyone can have a free access to that, sir, and anybody can use it. Now, I think it is a great pride and honor for me to introduce our own ID specialist, and our past president of IAP 2019 is Dr. 𝐔𝐧𝐝𝐴. All of us, we know about him, but let me tell a few lines, what work he has done. He is a convener for ACVIP IAP 2024-25. He is a member of IPS program area on immunization 2023-2022-2025. I think we all have seen him during NCECD project. The success of the program, I think I have seen him going everywhere, and that was really a great program. NCECD project 2021 to 2023, he was a chairman. He was an ex-member of Standing Committee International Pediatric Association 2019 to 2021. He had 78 publications, include 20 articles in Index Journal. He has contributed 15 chapters in textbook of pediatric infectious diseases, textbook of vaccinology, textbook of tropical diseases, IAP textbook of infectious diseases. He is editor. IAP textbook on vaccine, he is editor. IAP guideline on immunization, then FAQ on rational antibiotic, IAP color atlas. So, sir, you have done a lot of work. Apart from that, let me mention that you have got an innovative project to your credit. That is IAP WHO Pediatric COVID-19 Registry Project, Project Angan, Project Intact, IAP WHO UNICEF Nurturing Care Early Childhood Development Project that I already mentioned. Apart from that, he has contributed to international pediatric bodies. He was Assistant Secretary of APA and Managing Editor for Asia Pacific Journal of Pediatric and Child Health from 2018 till present he is. And he was elected in 2019 as a standing committee member of International Pediatric Association with highest votes. That's a great achievement, sir. And he served as a member of Standing Committee, International Pediatric Association for 2019 to 2021. And now he is rendering his service to as a member, International Pediatric Association Program Area on Immunization, I already mentioned. Sir, you have done great work in the infectious diseases. It is a great time for us that you are our chief guest. And I thank our dignitaries of IAP for giving us opportunity to do this work. This is the 12th segment or topic what we are doing, and the moment it gets launched, we'll be sharing all the posters, videos on the social media. Sir, before addressing us, I request you to unveil our poster. Shruti, can you share the poster?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Over to Dr. 𝐔𝐧𝐝𝐴.
Yeah. Yeah. So thank you so much, Dr. Basavaraja, our beloved President, Indian Academy of Pediatrics, Dr. Vasant Thalatkar, our President-elect, Dr. Upendra, my dear friend and immediate past President of IAP, Yogesh Bhai, our dynamic President Secretary General of IAP, Dr. Atanuji, our first National Treasurer, and of course the team IAP की बात community के साथ. I think we need to congratulate the team for this conceptualization of a unique program and not just conceptualizing, but also putting it into the action and maintaining the momentum, and in fact, increasing the momentum day by day. I have been using this material which is produced by the team for my patient education. And really, it has been very clear scientific messages with crisp presentation without any medical jargons. So it's the most patient-friendly format of community awareness, and so definitely a big round of applause for the team. Today's chief guest, Dr. Dumida Samarsinghe. I had the opportunity to be the part of Sri Lankan Congress of Pediatrics, that is in the year 2018. Of course, this year I could not make because I was on a grandparenthood leave during that time away from India, so I could not be the part. But I also echo the same sentiments which the Indian contingent has expressed about the great hospitality as well as the great warmness which we all felt during our visit. Friends, every year the vector-borne diseases accounts almost 17% of the infectious diseases, and around 7 lakh, that is 700,000 deaths. It's very, very unfortunate. Of the 6 vector-borne diseases, that is the malaria, dengue, chikungunya, Kala-Azar, filaria, and Japanese encephalitis. Only the Kala-Azar, the vector is other than mosquito. Otherwise, rest of the 6 vector-borne infectious diseases, which are considered as a great public health problem in India, these are the 6 diseases which are on the website of our vector-borne disease control program. Luckily, with a very effective malaria control program, I remember when we were the residents or when we were in the beginning years of our clinical practice, we were getting many cases of malaria, we were getting many cases of falciparum malaria, we were getting many cases of complicated malaria. But days are gone because we have a very effective national malaria control program. And also the introduction of live attenuated Japanese encephalitis vaccine in 181 highly endemic districts of India. The Japanese encephalitis also has been not that great havoc creating infectious disease program as of now. But as rightly said by most of my previous speakers, the dengue and somewhat chikungunya, and particularly the months of June, July, August, and September, these 4 months during the monsoon time, everywhere in the country, there is a havoc of dengue infection, dengue cases. And I think in that context, this is the right time to launch this program through the Indian Academy of Pediatrics, because in last 2 decades, the dengue, there has been several-fold increase in the number of cases. The WHO statistics says that in 2005, there were hardly 500,000 cases of dengue reported to the WHO. While in 2019, this figure increased to 5.2 million cases. And the year 2023, highest number of cases, 6.5 million cases of dengue infections. And the disease has spreaded to almost 100 countries across the globe. Not a single continent is left from the dengue infection. Luckily, many times the dengue infections are not severe. They may be asymptomatic or mildly symptomatic and they recover. But few of these cases which develop severe infections and the dengue related complications, they are associated with high morbidity and mortality. And that is why it is a matter of concern for everyone. And that is why I think the IAP has decided to keep this topic for the current, that is the 12th launch of IAP की बात community के साथ. Friends, through this program, I feel that we can definitely make the community aware. There are many myths related to the dengue. Firstly, the moment you label or you write a diagnosis of dengue, the parents, their legs start shivering. They get worried. So we need to educate the parents that not every cases of dengue are serious and no need to be worried. But of course, they need to be vigilant and they need to follow the doctor's advice. I always tell to my patients' parents that dengue is a doctor-friendly disease. It follows a perfect timetable. So as a doctor, it gives me a I can predict that now what is going to happen and at what time I should be more cautious. What should I monitor at what time? So dengue is a very disciplined illness. And so again, we need to educate the parents about the 3 phases, the febrile phase, the critical phase, particularly the critical phase when the fever has gone down, then parents becomes little lax and they feel that, oh, abhi kya zarurat hai? What is the need? But definitely there is a need for more monitoring and more vigilance during that time. So that point we need to communicate to the parents. The third thing, the parent should not try to chase the platelet count. Again, though it has got some significance, but that should not create the panic. And even for this, we need to communicate and we need to tell our members also that they also should not chase the platelet counts. Lastly, we know that dengue doesn't have any specific treatment, only the supportive care and proper monitoring. Most of the cases will come out, except the cases where you have the complications, you need to go for, say, like if you have a dengue ADEM, then you may have to go for methylprednisolone or IVIG. Or if there are, say, renal dysfunctions and multi-organ dysfunctions, then you may have to go for other interventions. So we need to tell to the parents that the supportive care is the mainstay of the treatment and there is no role of papaya leaf, juice or anything. I think the IAP in their posters, they can make one such poster about what is useful, what is not useful, something like that. And lastly, we have to tell them about the 4S approach. 4S approach is that because for any dengue, the first is a source. So source control. So you have to search the source, that is the Aedes aegypti mosquito. Of course, the albopictus is also one of the carrier, but most of the parts, Aedes aegypti is the main carrier vector for the this thing, dengue virus. So the source, searching the source and destroying the source, that is very, very important. Second S is secure the protection. So as a IAPN or as a doctor, we need to communicate and we need to make the community aware that how they can prevent the bites by the probable vector mosquitoes. That is by wearing the long sleeve clothes, using mosquito repellents or using the mosquito nets. Similarly, as a pediatricians, many of us are attached to the schools. So we can educate the school authorities, because this vector mosquito, they are the day biters. Today only I got one case where from the same division of same school, there were 3 cases. Today the child's mother told me that in my daughter's class there are 3 cases. So we can definitely educate the school authorities how they can take the measures for the mosquito control, as well as by that way prevent the day biting. Definitely we need to tell to the parents that they should try to seek the early consultation so that the things doesn't miss from anyone's mind. Maybe little proactive during this time. And last but not least, about fogging and all other activity, because see, at times I have seen that while in my city, my society, when the municipal corporation health worker comes for the fogging, people say no need for fogging, we don't have any mosquito. They are scared of that fumes, but ultimately that fogging is the most effective way of killing the vector mosquitoes. So we should tell to the community that they should not say no to the fogging. So the source control, self-protection, seeking early consultation, and say yes to the fogging. I think these 4 messages, again, I think I came across one such poster in our group, spokespersons group, and I have shared again with many of my patients, and that can be definitely helpful in creating more community awareness. So that is about dengue. Again, the chikungunya is, as Dr. Dubida said, chikungunya again is not that severe healthcare problem in India also, in particularly in children, but even the 20 our
Host, may I request you to please mute all the other participants while sir is speaking.
So even for chikungunya also, as of now, by July 31st, these are the data from the government of India. In India, total 450,000 cases of chikungunya infections are reported. The IDSP portal, chikungunya is one of the illness where it is, and dengue is a notifiable disease. So these 2 diseases are reported on the IDSP portal of the government, and so far, unfortunately, 160 deaths has happened because of chikungunya. Total 21 countries, they have so far reported chikungunya outbreaks in this year, including in America, Asia, and Africa. So this is again another public health problem, vector-borne disease, and the Indian Academy of Pediatrics, we had the ID chapter had drafted the management protocol, and later on our Sri Lankan colleagues, Dr. Lak Kumar, he came out with a revised formula, and we adopted that also for the fluid administration. But I believe that this is an event where we are talking about how to make the community aware. So I won't go into the details of the management part and everything, but it's a wonderful initiative by the Indian Academy of Pediatrics, and I congratulate the office bearers as well as team IAP की बात community के साथ for this initiative and taking this initiative at a very right time, because this is the most relevant time, and I think it will help the community with correct knowledge and minimizing their apprehension and agony, as well as it will help the IAP to develop the bonding with the community as well as reach to the community. I am happy that I was a president in 2019 and this is 2014. So 5 years the direction is changing. Now we are focusing on the community also. Earlier days, we were focusing only on the activities related to the academics for the members. But this is really a good initiative, and I wish the program based, and let us all try to minimize the menace of these two diseases through this noble effort of IAP की बात community के साथ. Thank you so much for giving me the honor to be the guest of honor for this program. Though I am one of the IAP family, so I don't need to be addressed as a guest. Samir bhai.
Absolutely.
Right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Basavaraja.
For today's program.
Thank you, Dr. Basavaraja. Thank you, Dr. Yogesh bhai, Dr. Vasant, Dr. Atanuji, Upendarji, and everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Yugan bhai, thank you.
Truly, as a leader of the family or a head senior member of the family, sir said so many things, but two things which will stand out as inspirational to learn. One is he talked about the statistics relevant to the countries like India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Pakistan. And sometimes we wonder, COVID was international. It affected other countries as well, the so-called global north. That's why itna uska awaaz ho gaya. But malaria and dengue and tuberculosis kill many more people in India and Sri Lanka and Pakistan and Sapa region. So unfortunately, nobody talks about that. But I was very happy the way Dr. Digant Shastri brought and focused attention on this part, that we have to think locally also for our own medical conditions. So that was wonderful. And the practitioner who deals and counsels a mother every day came out very well when he spoke about the 4 S's. You have heard this. So thank you so much, Digant sir. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. We also have with us the presence of Dr. Rangnath Daruru sir, who is the infectious diseases expert and chairperson. And we are very privileged to have a few words from you, Dr. Daruru sir. Can you please unmute and give us your guidance? Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Basavaraja sir, for inviting me. And the slogan you have given to entire IAP, that अपना बात और दुनिया के साथ, ऐसा मैंने थोड़ा फर्क किया. Or I have taken all the activities into the peripheries, and we have done enough, and some more are pending. That, as we promised, we will complete it without fail. So regarding the dengue, since 1904 onwards, have been the in charge of PICU of Nilofar Hospital. And in 2003, there was an epidemic. Then 2000, as now said, 13 and 19 in entire India. We have experimented with all the sorts of treatments and finally settled down, stating that antibiotics are of no use, IVIG is no use, it is only the fluid balance and the early dangerous signs are to be attended and maintained with the fluid. If needed, and when the platelets are very low, less than 10, we have to give a transfusion. Otherwise, if there is a disturbance of coagulation process, you may have to give plasma. And these are the final things that we have reached. But we were in all these days, we were lacking the vaccine. I think as promised or discussed by others, that it is very short and it will be introduced. The clarity of management has come at least now, and the strictly following the directions given by the WHO and the associations and our branch, our IAP, we are trying to take the responsibility of saving the children and hope that we will strictly follow the guidelines that are going to be given or already given, and we will try to save the children of this nation. As directed by Basavaraj sir, it is community के साथ IAP की बात होती है और ये चलते ही रहेगा. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, Rangnath Darur sir. Always crisp and clear.
बात चलते रहेगा और बार-बार चलते रहेगा. So amen to what you said, sir. Thank you so much. and been a pleasure to hear from all of you. Now we request our Senior Vice President, Dr. Satish Sharma sir, to please offer his comments. Dr. Sharma sir? Satish sir?
Singaravelu sir is there. You can go ahead with
We go on
Singaravelu.
now to Dr. Singaravelu sir, our Vice President from South Zone, to offer his comments. Dr. Singaravelu sir, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Zamir. Good afternoon to all of you, respected President, President-elect, and Chief Guest and Guest of Honor, my President, Dr. Dijan, in 2019, and all the Media Committee and IAP 𝐘𝐽 Communication Committee, and ID Chief Person, Ranganath sir, and all the dignitaries. It is a really proud moment that this dengue awareness and chikungunya, which is the thing which we have been doing a lot for so many years in Tamil Nadu, starting from 2009, where we had a great epidemic. And our president, visionary president, has taken this, and as I tell him, in a uniform voice throughout the country, taking it to the community will be a big, big hit. In this connection, I feel really honored and proud that my president, Dijan Sastry sir, in 2019, where he recognized me as presidential appreciation.
Singaravelu sir,
Sir,
you
please
muted.
unmute yourself.
Got muted. Okay.
You are muted again, sir.
You are muted.
From the, I'm not. Okay. Am I clear, sir? Am I?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Just I want to say one word about our guest of honor. Of course, our own IAPN, my president rather, in 2019, he recognized only 2 EB members during the annual conference. He gave the President Appreciation Award during among the EB members. I was one among the 2 for the reason that dengue awareness which I created in our area. So it reminds me of that day, apart from other work, dengue awareness also, we took it to the community. Today, my president, Basavaraja sir, making all people to go to the community and creating awareness to all IAPNs. Very proud moment as IAPN to work with Dr. Dijan sir and now to with our Basavaraja sir. It is a great in my life. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Definitely it will go very well to all, and sure that days are not far off. With all our IAPN efforts, these vector-borne diseases will definitely come to a control, and the protocol is managing, because in those days we were craving for platelets. So every patient was struggling. Now when the count comes less than 1 lakh, now even with the 10,000, we are not worried. And he rightly said every day, every hour people were checking platelet count, morning, afternoon, night. All the protocol has made, now it is reaching all to us community to control of this disease. Definitely it is going to be very effective. It is a very useful program. Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving this opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We are very proud to acknowledge the presence of our respected past president, Dr. Pramod Jog sir, here as well. And as usual, wonderful comments from him in the chat box. So thank you, Dr. Pramod Jog sir. I now move on to Vice President, Dr. Ajay Srivastava sir from the Central Zone. Dr. Ajay bhai, are you there? Dr. Ajay Srivastava sir.
Santanu, I did not see.
Yeah, Ajay bhai is there, but Dr.
Shantanu Dev and Atul Kulkarni, they are not able to join. Shantanu Dev sir is traveling.
Okay.
Satish sir has some net problem.
Yeah. Dr. Pramod.
Yeah, then you can go ahead. You can go with other things. Samir, all the VPs are over.
Yes.
On behalf of all the VPs, Singaravelu sir has spoke.
Okay, sir. Okay. So now we come to a pleasant conclusion of this event, and today by a vote of thanks by Dr. Shantaraj sir, who heads the monitoring committee. Dr. Shantaraj sir, thank you for all the work that you've been putting in. It's over to you for the vote of thanks. I think there's some network issue.
Geeta madam, sir is there?
Geeta madam, some.
No, sir, I think he is not able to join.
Okay, Geeta madam, you can go ahead.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sameer sir, for conducting this program. And as I already told that this is a 12th segment, and I thank IAP President Dr. Basavaraj sir, President-elect Dr. Vasant Khaladkar sir, and our Honorary Secretary Yogesh Parikh, our immediate past President Dr. Upendra Ginjwadekar, and our Treasurer Dr. Atanu Bhadra, and all EBs and OBs, and our Vice President. Just now we saw all our Vice President. They are taking this message everywhere in the country in a mission mode. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for our scientific team who is working very hard for each topic. The topic suggested has to be done in a proper way, because many of us, we can write which in a pediatrician's perspective, but when you have to write in a community perspective, it is little difficult. Every time we face new challenges, but every time we have come out with a very good content. Thank you for all the experts of this team. I think convener is Dr. Sanjay Ghorpade, advisor is Dr. Vijay Evle, Dr. Rangnath Dararu, Chetan Trivedi, and all their team has done a great job for giving us a good content, and which is already is given, shared by our IAP everywhere. Thank you very much, whole expert team. Then thank you very much, our monitoring team, Dr. Kishore Bindur sir, Dr. Shantras sir, and our Dr. Amresh Patil. He is always listening with all of us and our media committee. And you have seen, these all posters and these videos are approved by the media committee under the leadership of Dr. Sameer Dalwai sir. So it is a great thing going on. Thank you very much. And thank you one and all for our chief guest, Dr. Duminda sir, Samarsinghe sir, and our own Dr. Digant Shastri for joining with a short notice, sir. Because I know, sir, I called you yesterday only and you gave everything. And Duminda sir, I think Dr. Yogesh Parikh sir has connected to you. And there was some problem in our mail. Sorry for that. And content was not appropriate. We tried to correct it. Thank you very much, sir. And thank you all the OBs and EBs. I think Ajay Srivastav sir has joined.
Yes, madam. Yes.
Thank you.
So,
thank you very much.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Sameer sir, can we ask him to comment?
Yes. So a little departure from the Ajay bhai, we were not able to hear you earlier. So
yeah, suddenly my network went
Dr.
off.
Ajay Srivastav, the Vice President of Central Zone, for his comments and guidance. Over to Dr. Ajay bhai.
Thank you, Dr. Sameer sir. Actually, suddenly my net went off, and again within 2 minutes when everything was out. So anyway, all respected dignitaries of this meeting and our team members and all esteemed stakeholders. Today we are almost on the 13th episode of IAP की बात community के साथ. I extend my heartfelt congratulations to each one of you. And this significant milestone is a testament to our collective commitment to empowering parents and raising social awareness on vital pediatric health issues. And your dedication and hard work have made this journey impactful, helping countless families they navigate the challenges of parenting with the support of expert advice and community engagement. And each episode has been a step towards creating a healthier, more informed society. So starting on 13th Feb this year, with a grand and promising launch, we had started this journey like मैं अकेला ही चला था जानिबे मंजिल मगर मैं अकेला ही चला था जानिबे मंजिल मगर लोग साथ आते गए और कारवां बनता गया. So gradually this baby idea has transformed into a movement, a revolution, and our FB page has now 10,000 followers. So it takes time, but when we are on right pathway, we shall certainly reach our manzil. And as we celebrate this achievement, let us look forward with renewed vigor to the goals ahead. Our mission to educate, support, and empower the community is far from complete. but with our continued passion and collaboration, I am confident that we will reach even greater heights, making a lasting difference in the lives of children and their families. And like they say, जिस दिन से चला हूं मेरी मंजिल पे नजर है, जिस दिन से चला हूं मेरी मंजिल पे नजर है, और मेरी आंखों ने कभी मील का पत्थर नहीं देखा. So thank you for your unwavering dedication. Let's keep the momentum going as we strive to achieve our shared vision. Thank you.
गर्दा
वाह वाह, क्या बात है अजय भाई, अजय भाई क्या बात है, अर्ज किया है. फिर से सुना दो एक बार.
कौन सा, पहला वाला या दूसरा वाला?
दोनों सुना दो.
दूसरा पहला वाला
दूसरा वाला ना, दूसरा वाला. जिस दिन से चला हूं मेरी मंजिल पे नजर है, मेरी आंखों ने कभी मील का पत्थर यानी माइलस्टोन देखा नहीं कि हम कहाँ आए नहीं आए, मंजिल पे नजर है.
क्या बात. चलते रहिए, मतलब चलते रहिए डॉक्टर सतीश,
चलते रहिए, मंजिल पे पहुंच ही जाएंगे. रास्ता सही.
Satish sir is there again.
Satish sir has just joined. Satish sir, are you there? I think lots of net issues today. So, and also in spite of festivals all across the country, so many of you made the time to join today. On behalf of Central IAP, we're truly grateful to all of you for your presence, because the children of India need you in the fight against all these vector-borne diseases. So, with the President, sir, as permission, Yogesh Bhai's permission, shall we conclude the session, President, sir?
Yeah. No, Satish Sharma ji. Oh, okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
There was some network issue.
𝐁𝐚𝐭𝐴 sir, thank you.
Thank you all.
Digant sir, thank you so much for your guidance.
Thank you so much, Samar Singh sir, Digant Shastri sir. Thank you very much for joining in a short period of time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Samar Singh sir, we will send you officially all the posters and everything. You can use it, sir, once after finalization.
Sure. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Geeta ma'am, very well, went off very well today. So very good. Rajsekhar sir, thank you.
Yes,
Ratnakar sir, Sashmita ma'am, Shyam bhai, pranam.
Good afternoon, sir.